There, let's see if I fixed it. Howdy for the third time. Hey. I don't know if I fixed it. I'm waiting for Bradley. I don't trust his ass, to be honest. Things been. It's been me though. I've been having mood swings. So, anyways, CPS got called. If you guys are in supporters, you already knew that. But yeah, I freaking got called. There's a bus that drops out. What time is it? Dang. One of the buses is barely dropping off the kids at 4:36, almost fucking 5 o'clock. That's late. Heck no. Oh no. I would hate that. Yeah, it's better now. Okay. So yeah, CPS got called. They came to the house. They talked to the kids. They looked at the house. Same shit. Just people making false accusations. Like same stuff. Same stuff. My kids were neglected. There's abuse. Um, um, left home alone. Um, I do substances, stuff like that. Um, just the same old. Same old shit that they do. So yeah, they came and they just do their own thing. They tell me what the accusations were. They have a history already. They have like background reports, like history of like I do social media, people call, harass, make false accusations, things like that. So, but it's just they have to do their job, for certain things. They have to double check, whatever. Because I've dealt with this with them because of social media like 20 times, bro. Even in Texas, same shit. Like, so they were here 5 minutes. I mean, they were in and out. She's like, okay, well, I just put everything down. We go over everything. And um, she's like, I just have to speak with the kids. So she spoke with the kids and another girl. I had to show the house again, make sure we have running water. So you have to turn on the water, make sure we got food, and then make sure the kids got beds. So show them the bedrooms, and that's it. It took literally 2 seconds. And then she talked to the kids, asked them if they feel safe, if they need anything, if anything could be better in the home, and stuff like that. So, and then they left. She told me she'll, let me know if there's anything any more stuff she needs or not. And um, the case will probably get closed. I mean, they always do. I've never, they always get closed because there's no case to open because my kids are fine. It's freezing again. It's literally false accusations. Like, the thing is social media, like, I'm speaking to the haters. Like, don't waste resources on children who are happy, taken care of, fine, and make false ass accusations. First of all, I'm of age to drink if I want to in my home. And if I ever leave and have any drinks, guess what? That's fine. My children aren't with me. Anytime I go and hang out or something, my kids aren't with me. Um, I'm of age. So, and also, she even said, Bryce being here at the house and Blaze, they're of age to be home. So if I leave them at the house because they don't want to go with me somewhere, which is all the freaking time, they're of age to be at home. So I don't know why you're reporting that like as if, oh, they're going to get taken away because of that. They're of age. Like, I know the legal age. I know it's not like I'm leaving a 1-year-old at the house by itself or something. Like, come on. It just is so annoying. She's like, yeah, there's legal ages, so it's not a concern. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just people, the kids are not neglected. The kids are not in any harm. The kids are fed. The kids are great. The kids are happy. And yeah, we live a normal, happy life. You know what they said? And then she said, she brought up pregnancy, that I was using substances and drinking during pregnancy that caused me to lose the pregnancy. Are y'all for real? Are y'all for real? Be for real. Like, I was like, just the shit that these people be coming up with and saying, the shit they make up, the shit they run their mouth about, the shit they be concerned about. Y'all are mad because, so you're gonna tell me that me karaokeing in my own home while having drinks, for whatever reason, if I'm having a drink because I'm happy, if I'm having a drink to celebrate, if I'm having a drink because I'm sad, if I'm having a drink because it was a shitty day, if I'm having a drink just because I want to have a drink, and karaoke that I'm a bad mother and my kids are neglected, and even if I do stay up till the sun comes up and stay up all night, that's my shit. My kids be upstairs, they can't hear shit. I ask them all the time and they're like, no. They be knocked out, passed out, in bed, asleep. And I'm like, was I too loud last night? And they're like, I didn't even hear you, I was passed out. They know me already. They already know mom will stay up and sing her music or do her thing, minding her business in her own house. I have my days. It's better than me going to the bar, right? Or to the strip club. Right. I know my household. It's not like I'm karaokeing outside the door of their bedroom. I live in a 2-story house and I'm downstairs in the kitchen. And you got to go this way to the house and then that way and upstairs where they are. It may seem like it's extra loud to y'all. My neighbors, you walk outside my house, you can't even hear it. That's how silent it is. I have good walls. Not really, actually. I can hear them banging from upstairs, though.
Brothers said about. Brothers said the F word.
Okay, well, I'll get them in trouble. You tell them they better watch their mouth.
I can't. You have to.
I will. Okay. Let me handle it. Kids saying bad words. Like, yes, I can hear the kids. I guess I don't have good walls because I can hear the kids. But the kids never say, I always ask them, they never say that it's too much or too loud or it doesn't keep them up. Y'all know, let me tell you something. A bad mom because you're blaring the music and you're staying up till 3 a.m, okay? I'm downstairs, they're upstairs. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. If I was interrupting the kids, okay, when I listen to my music and I go live on TikTok and we hang out, when we sing karaoke, I love singing, sorry. Especially if I have some drinks, that's what I like to do. At least I'm not at the bar or the strip club. If it was to wake Messiah up or the boys, y'all know for a fact Messiah would be downstairs at 3 a.m. crying. Oh, here comes more tattletelling. They lost a Nintendo Switch. You know, y'all know, right? That Messiah would be at 3 a.m, he'd be all up in the video. He'd be crying, throwing a fit, wanting something, saying he's starving, something. You know, he would be up in that shit, and he don't. He'd be asleep. You know why? Because I'm not bothering them. Yeah, we're allowed. How many adults do invite their friends over and stay up and play beer pong or play cards or whatever they may do? Okay, have barbecue, cookout, whatever you want to do. You know. Guess what? The adults be up doing it, and guess what they tell them? Kids, go to bed. Kids, they got to go to bed, and then the adults stay up. Like, it's a normal thing. It's not unnormal. It's not unnormal. What's that? What is it? Supplement drink. Taurine. I read it right there on what it says. Yeah, I'm mad. Oh, I'm not a stupid bitch. Oh, I'm mad. He can't be hanging around that person at all. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, what was I talking about? No, I'm mad. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just upset. I've been stressed out, and then I just been, yeah. That's why I don't want him around a certain person. I was talking to Bradley. Anyways, yeah, I can sing in my own house if I want to. My kids aren't being disturbed. I don't know. Sorry, I shouldn't have reacted, but I did. I got onto his ass. I sure did. I told him off.
Daddy's.
Did y'all put up the Play-Doh?
Yeah.
You need to put chapstick on your lips. Go find my chapstick in my drawer. Your lips are so chapped. He didn't do anything bad, but it's just what he had in his hand that pissed me off. And he sees things in a different way than I do. It's like common sense, bro. Like, what? I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? He had a detox drink, is what it was. So I'm like, why would you need that? I need to look at it because he said it has vitamins and stuff, but I just read detox. So I was like, oh no, like, I don't know why would you need that? Hell no. To me, I see it as a bad way because I have history with him, you know what I mean? So I'm like, so he threw it. He's like, then I don't fucking need it if you think it's so he threw it. Why would you need it? I don't know. I'm gonna read what it was because I could read it from here and that's all I read is it said something detox tea or tea. I don't know what the fuck it said. He said it was just a drink. But I don't know. When I get out, I'll go. He's like, it ain't even nothing. So he just threw it away here. And he's like, I'll just throw it away then. So yeah, I reacted because the first thing in my head is like thinking of stuff in the past. You know what I mean? Like shit in the past. Yeah, that's what he said. He said it's healthy. And I was like, nah. I was like, I ain't playing that shit. So don't even. I was like, I don't even trust you. Because he was around people he shouldn't be around, but he has nowhere else to be. And he had to go get some shit done, and I had to handle my shit. So, he has no choice, but he says he knows what he's doing, and it's a friend. I know the friend, but still, I just feel like to me, in my eyes, he's still no good. But, and he gave him a ride to get back to the house. But still, so my just first untrust thing is like, oh, hell no. Like, it better not be like, why you need that? Because I have a history with him, so he's like, it just has vitamins and blah, 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 blah. And now his friend is calling me. Yeah, I know. That's why I said maybe I shouldn't jump to conclusions, but I think my first reaction was like, because that's all I read. I could read it from here, and I was like, But he was holding it in his hands, like if it was something bad. I'm like, wait, he was just gonna walk in the right through the doors with it. If it was something bad, he would have hit it or something, you know? So I'm like, wait, okay, now I have to like think clearly. But my first reaction is like bark, like, oh no. It's hard when I tell you guys that this is hard because we have to go through the steps and go through, like, it's hard because there's that history, you know. So yeah, being on alert, like yeah, I know I jumped. Well, no, I'm gonna go. He threw it. Maybe I shouldn't be live, but I want to go read it. It's because I'm telling you, in the past, it's right here. He just threw it in the street. I thought he threw it in the trash. Where'd it go? Oh no. Is it this? Over here. He threw it. Peach lemon. Peach lemonade. Oh. It's so hard. I'm gonna get off here. Right on. Yeah, I decided to take me a hot bath because I'm stressed out. So I know you guys see me jump to conclusion and get upset with what I seen in Bradley's hand because I read detox on it and I was like, why would you need that, you know? I feel like having stuff like that is just like something he's done in the past, and like it's like a plan to do something and then you're gonna cover it up. That's how I see it. But he wasn't trying to hide it. I mean, he just had it in his hand. He was walking through the door with it, and I noticed what it was. I asked him, "What is that?" And I freaked. I think because of past trauma that I've had with him. I had like a trauma response, and I should have never just like freak out like that. And I was like, nope. Like, if you're gonna be doing that shit, then you can get your shit out. You know what I mean? You can get your shit out, and you can go, because I'm not gonna deal with that shit. Like, I refuse to go back to the past or feel some type of way or worry, or you know what I'm saying? And I literally had a full blown trauma response. Like, and I wasn't thinking about anything but what I felt in that very moment, that very second, which was like a flight mode, you know what I mean? And I know that it's not good, and I have that's something that I have to work on, you know? In a way, it's not good that it happened, but in a way it kind of is, because I can see it, notice it, and be like, okay, this is something that is gonna be a problem. Like, if I be this way, it's gonna make everything worse. Like, you can't freak out. You can't freak out and go bananas and be like, no, that like I ain't doing this. Like, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. Jump to conclusions, think the most, and like go on manic mode. Cause that's what it is. I go on manic mode and I'm like, hell no. Like, nope, like you can get out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing this ever again. So I was like, you know what? Go take a hot bath and just gather your thoughts together and know that it's something you have to work on, because it's not cool. But I did pay attention to the box though, and it was a system detox. So I feel like in a way I shouldn't have reacted that way, but I still had a reason why, of like, I feel like you shouldn't need this. Why would you need it? To me, like I said, I feel like having things like that, like the past, is like something like, okay, you plan to do something and then you're gonna cover it up. You know what I mean? Or in case you have a slip up, or and I'm not there. I'm not doing not even one slip up, no nothing. And then I had to hear him out, because I paid attention to it again. I was like, wait, what does this mean? So I Google it, and sure enough, it's a system detox. I am scared, you know? It's not good to think the worst, but in a way I was right with what it was. And he was saying it was vitamins and healthy and blah blah blah, but then I read into it more and I didn't really understand it, so I Googled it. Sure enough, it's a system detox. Exactly what I first thought in the first place, of why I freaked out and was like, oh no, why would you need something like that? You know what I mean? So I freaked out, and I'm like, and you know, he said it's healthy. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. He was just like, because he got a ride from his friend to get to the house, you know, because he had to go do stuff, and then I had to handle stuff. And he's like, I was like, why would you need that? You know what I mean? Like, there's no need to need something like that. Or like, what? Why would you think like you bringing that? And if I see what it is, you would really think that I'm not gonna think the most, that I'm not gonna trip or think the wrong way, or like automatically feel like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? It's system detox. That's what I called it. Yeah, cleans out your whole system. Cleans out your whole system. So I was reacting without knowing for sure, but look, then I'm like, okay, see, I was reacting because I was thinking something that it was, and it was that. I was correct. Still doesn't give me the right to jump to the conclusion and flip out and be like, nah, I'm not dealing with this shit. Like, you're gonna have to go. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going, I'm not even gonna start to really deal with this. But he said he got upset too, and he was like let him talk. You know what I mean? And he was like, his friend gave it to him because he had it and told him, here, like, in case you need it, or if something happens, or if you mess up or something, bro, like, you have it. So he said he just took it with him. That's why he was just walking in the house. Not, he's like, I would have hit it or something if I messed up. If I did something, he's like, I wouldn't have walked where you could see it. So He's like, he just gave it to me and told me, like, here, if I needed it or something, and I just took it. But it gave me anxiety because I feel like you shouldn't take something like that anyways, because then I feel like if you have it, it'll, I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like it could give you that urge to be like, okay, like, hey, maybe I could do something because I have a plan B to like clean my system out if I wanted to. You know, just by having it, I feel like it'll put that thought in his head. I'm like, you shouldn't have even just got it. You should just be like, no, bro, I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, no, thanks, but thanks for trying to look out for me, but no, I'm good. You know, I've been sober. Then to take it, but he threw it away. Right when I got upset, he's like, I don't effing need it, and he threw it away. But still, you know? So that was my reaction, and I reacted that way because that's what goes through my head. Because of everything that I have been through. And then my first, you know, thing is like, like, if you're gonna do this, like, and it's barely been, you haven't even been home. Today was it's been the first 24 hours. Not even a whole, yeah, maybe tonight, this evening will be 24 hours. And already I'm worrying and getting anxiety because of that damn thing. I'm like, you should have known. I was like, how would you not think me seeing it, I wouldn't react that way? Like, he knows me. He knows I'm gonna think the most. Like, why do you got that? Why would you need that? Why would he give that to you? You know what I mean? He's like, I don't know. He just said, here, homie, like, you can have this in case something happens, like, stay, you know, like, in case you mess up or something, bro, just to have it. And he took it. He's like, he didn't think nothing of it. He just like, all right, cool, thanks, bro. You know, but in my eyes, I see it completely different. So that's why he threw it away. He threw it away. He's like, I don't need it. The fuck? He's like, I get drug tests all the time. He's like, I'm on a damn ankle monitor and I'm on probation. Like you really think I'm gonna, you know? And I'm like, I don't know. So, which is true, he is on a whole ass ankle monitor and tracked wherever he goes and drug tested. I don't know if they're drug testing him every day or what. I think multiple times a week, you know? Somebody's banging on the wall. So yes, I responded with a trauma response, you know? But it's hard for me and it's overwhelming for me because I am someone who went through the most, and I get tired of him going to jail. I get tired of him going to jail and me having to put money on his books and this and that, and then wait for court dates and search up court dates and call attorneys. I get tired of it. You know, it's been years of that. We've been doing this for years. Like, so something like that, yeah, I'm gonna freak out because I'm like, that's a risk. You know what I mean? But I guess, I don't know. If I think about it in a guy perspective, I guess it wasn't anything bad, but in a way it was. Like, it is bad, but it isn't. I just feel like, why would you need that? Why you shouldn't have took it? Like, even if he was just giving it to you, like, and you should know that I'm gonna think the most. Like, why do you need that? You know what I mean? It's so hard. It's so hard not to think the most, or to think that, like, if he has to go handle something, to think that he's doing something wrong. It's hard.
Mama.
What, baby? So now I'm like kind of upset with myself and at the same time because I know that I've been trying to work on these things and then it just happens. It's like your mind just clicks off and you're just like whatever, like trauma response, like flight mode, like what do they call it? Fight or flight, whatever. And that's like the hardest thing to control, but I think I've been through so much that it's like you're always on edge, you're always worried, or always this, or is it gonna be the same, or is it, you know what I mean? And it's hard. It's something you have to really work through, and it doesn't happen overnight, and you got to take one day at a time. So I was like, let me just go take a bath and get it together and get it right. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. But I do feel like he could try a little harder, step up a little bit more, for sure. It's been a long journey. I mean, you just don't want to go through this anymore. That's the thing, You just don't want to go through it. And I don't want him in and out of jail again and going to jail and calling me from, Securus. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with none of that no more. I don't want him to risk. And that's what crossed my mind is it's him risking to do something. And that's what's going to happen. He's going to go right back to jail. And it's like, I know he's got to be tired of that, He says he is. He says he wants this and wants that, but I don't know. I just feel like he could try a little harder. Or like, yeah, the maturity level has to take time. Yeah, I know that. I have to remember it. Like, yeah, he has a lot of maturing to do, and it doesn't happen overnight, but it is hard. Relationships are hard. And then I think, to be honest, it's making it harder because, like, like right when he got out, we had like a couple hours right away. I mean, instantly. Had to go get him shoes and then go get hotels and then, like, you know what I mean? And then he had to be gone and then he came home and we weren't on really talking terms like that much because I felt some type of way about certain decisions, he'd be making. I just feel like he could think the way I think, I guess, and he's not going to think the way I think, of course. But I think, I don't know. He could just be smarter. So he hates my bed, so he slept on the couch, and he'll probably sleep on the couch again. He'll probably sleep on the couch every night because he hates my bed. It sinks in too much for him. And it's always been like that. He always be sleeping on the couch because literally I need a new mattress. And he's more heavier than me, you know what I mean? And we just sink. We just like, yeah. And it's uncomfortable. So I think just like not even having time with one another from the second he got out and always having to like do this, do that, and provide this, and and then the distance again, and then we don't sleep in the same bed, and then for whatever reason, I think it just makes it hard because it's like it just kind of blocks like the love, and there's just all these stressful things. Where is he now? Downstairs. Tell him to buy a new bed. No, he's about to leave. It's fine for just one person on there, but not two people. So he's about to leave probably almost a year. He might end up having to go for a year. So I'm not gonna get a whole new bed for no reason.
Okay, is this water?
Yes.
Hey, was it fixed? Is it fixed?
Huh?
Is it fixed?
Yes. No, but my bed literally it sinks. Like I'm talking about we dip in and then we like sink into each other. I get a hole. It don't work out. The weight.
I'm trying to make a rock thing. Mommy, I'm trying to make a happy rock.
Yeah.
Because you can make happy rocks.
Okay, but you're getting it all over your shirt. That shirt's brown.
I know this.
So I think I just expect too much or something, and then like I said, not being around each other, and then right when he gets out, we're already dealing with stressful stuff because I got a couple hours to get the girls. So we right from the jail went straight to go get him some shoes. Went straight to get hotels, and then fed him, and then had to go get his stuff, and then went to the hotel, and then I had to hurry and go get the girls. Didn't see him all weekend. Talked the first night, and then he made some dumb decisions, which, I have no say. He's a grown-ass man, but I just felt like, really, dude, like, be smart. Like, he knows that we're the income. He knows that I didn't work much, and I can't just keep doing, like, all this extra shit, and he pretty much just spent his money on dumb shit, which he says, it's not dumb. He needs stuff, and I'm like, I get that you need stuff. Like, yeah, you want to go buy clothes and all that, sure, but he went and bought expensive shit that was unnecessary for the moment. He could have bought him, instead of the couple things that were expensive as hell from the cowboy warehouse shit, compared to he doesn't have no socks, no underwears, nothing. Well, like literally, you could have used that and bought a whole week's wardrobe and then had money left over to where then you're not broke. And so I'm like, I don't know if he's broke or not. I don't think so. I think he said he was still going to go get him underwears and stuff. But still, I just feel like you could have been smarter because that wasn't the type of stuff you needed at the moment. You could have, like I said, bought you hella shit more affordable than those expensive things right now. And later on, go and get you, boots and cowboy shit and whatever. Because that stuff's not cheap. So I got upset. And he's like, well, I needed clothes and I needed this. I'm like, yeah, I get that. I'm not saying that, like, no, don't go spend your money on clothes. Like, I'm saying, like, you could have bought a whole week's wardrobe affordable, like at Route 21 versus they're getting like nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, just be smart, because then what? Then the money's gone, and then what? Then I'm the provider. Or bought you a couple things that were affordable, saved your money, like boom, like this next week, if you don't go to your rehab, we have to get a hotel the whole time. I can't keep doing that. Just be smart, because you have that money at the moment, and you're not going to have no money again for now because you're about to have to go away. Like, be smart with it. Hold on to it. Spend it wisely. Get you some clothes, but not no, Western shit. Boots be $200-$300. Jeans be $200-$300. Like, they're expensive for one outfit, 2 outfits. You get what I'm saying? And then it's all gone. Like, so that's when I said that. That's why I say that we then the next day didn't really talk, because I got upset, which was disagreements. We had a disagreement. He felt some type of way. He felt like I'm not doing anything wrong. I needed stuff. I bought me stuff. I felt like, okay, you can buy you stuff. So I was kind of mommying him, like, but you should have been smart with it. Because then once it's all gone, then what? It's me. He's like, well, I'm not going to ask you for nothing, and I don't need nothing for you. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, okay, bro. At the end of the day, I still will be the one, Just be smart with it. You can always buy you. I spend my money stupid all the time. All the time. I made bad decisions all the time. Like, I didn't have to stay out on vacation 3 days because I knew that I didn't work all month, but I did. But I know that I will keep working to do stuff, whether it's doing extra TikTok lives or whatever, to make it back or do what I need to, you know what I'm saying? But him, he can't. Like, he's about to leave to rehab. Like, you need all these good regular clothes. Like, you need underwears and socks. You need, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, we're having to get hotels all the time because when the girls come, like, it's just hard. So we had a disagreement on that. He felt like I shouldn't be telling him he needed clothes. He chose wherever he chose to buy clothes. And so that there was a disagreement. What I've been telling y'all, we had a disagreement. We weren't really on, like, talking because I was upset. I was the one upset. So we didn't talk. And then he came back home last night. We didn't really talk because I was still upset. You know what I mean? Once something happens, I stay stuck on it. And that's the hard part for me, is I stay stuck on it. I stay stuck on it. So it's hard for me to kind of work past that. Once that flip is switched, it's just like I'm irritated. After that, I'm just like, you know what I mean? Are you guys like that? So yeah, I was just, we had our different opinions. I had my opinion. We had a disagreement. So that, going straight from that, going to a hotel, not really talking, having disagreement, and then him coming home, sleeping on the couch. We haven't even loved anything because it just has been heated. I've been mainly the one upset. He can get over shit real easy. He be over it. But not me. Like me, I'm just like, and then after that, if there's any little thing that goes wrong, I notice it because I'm already on that level, and I hate that about myself. That's one thing that I'm trying to work on. So I think that's just kind of where it's at. We haven't really had the time to like reconnect, have any time together, sleep in the same bed, love, nothing. And then all these things are happening. Like, I was bothered by, the way he spent his money. I feel like he could have did it smarter and had a whole full wardrobe. Because he never has anything instead of fucking some expensive ass shit for an outfit. And then the whole walking in with the detox and drug test shit. Like, why would you need that? Even though your friend gave it to you just so you can have it in case. Still, like, I'm going to be upset about that. The first thing that's going to cross my mind is like, oh, you plan to use and have this as a plan B. That's how my mind works. His mind worked is like, oh, my friend just gave it to me just to have it. He was being nice, because the other friend has a history too. And he was like, here, bro, like, you can have it just in case. I don't want you to mess up, And he just took it as like a gift, like, okay, cool, thanks, But still, it's like, see, me and Bradley, we think differently. We think opposite. So I'm stressing out on all this stuff and seeing it in the wrong way. He is stressing out because I guess you'd call it bitching. And he doesn't see it, none of it in a bad way. He sees it as he needed clothes and he chose wherever he chose to buy it. He took the gift that his friend just gave him just because, and wasn't thinking about, okay, JJ was gonna think of this in the wrong way. He just, didn't even, men don't think like we do. And yeah, here we are. It's just like no lovies. It's been one thing after another and I'm already stressed out. Is it, you guys think it's because I'm overthinking everything and I'm allowing it to like stress me? And I'm being like bitchy or on edge or like well, how would you call it? Like alert too much? You know? Where I'm just stressing myself out and I'm making it to where me and him can't even like love on each other. We haven't got to like nothing. I think I just, yeah, like just the past history, it affects me. The past, I'm letting the past, and that we have to leave the past in the past. Like, even though in the past he did this and he did that, it's in the past. So that's why I always come live to talk to you guys, because I know I get in my little moods like this and then I'll jump to conclusions and then I freak out and I panic and I'm like, oh no, you know what I mean? Like, come on, like, it's been one day, like, I feel like you can, or a couple days, you can try hard. That's why I meant like try harder, like be smarter, think more. But I know he can't, you know. I mean, not that he can't, but in the way they say they can't, because he's still recovering and he's still maturing. He has to adjust to the way I live and adjust to sober life and adjust to making the right decisions. I get that. But that's why I've been upset, and I know I don't want to be like bitching at him because I feel like that's what I'm doing at this point. I'm just getting like agitated, bitchy, like you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right. Like why do you have to do what it is? Well, and I don't want to mother him. You know what I mean? Because now at this point, now that I'm thinking about it, like I said, I'm gonna annoy myself. Like that's not gonna help him. You know, just because I thought of this way doesn't mean he thought of it. I think maybe instead of bitching and like getting upset where it causes us to not talk and maybe I should have just came at it a different way, but my first like I don't think about it in the moment. You know what I mean? I don't think about it in the moment. I just like flip out. I'm just like, oh, instead of like that's not gonna help. Like how is that gonna teach him or help him in any way? Because he's trying to learn and he has to learn to make better decisions and think a different way than the way he used to think. He has to redo his whole brain. So maybe I should have came at him a different way, like, hey,
Mama.
huh? Sai doesn't want to ask his dad for peanut butter crackers. He wants me to do it. And I'm like, no, dad is your dad. He can help you too when mommy's busy. That's why he's here. Saya just is so used to me doing it. He's like, no, but I want you to. No, I'm chilling. Go ask your father. He's down there. But do you guys think maybe in a way we're both wrong, but we're both right at the same time, but we aren't? That's how I'm seeing it. Like we're just I'm like, maybe I could have just told him, like, instead of freaking out, I could have been like, bro, I feel like you're not making the right decision. Don't you think spending your money this way or this way is not very smart because you don't come across having money very often and we're about to go through all of this stuff and everything's been on my shoulders the past years and I've had to take care of you in jail and like hotels and like you're about to leave, you have no clothes, you have no nothing, like I could have came at him different, like, conversate, communicate, I guess is what they call it, communicate, right? Like, don't you think it's smarter to spend your money wisely, get affordable clothes? Like, there's nice clothes that you could get that are more affordable versus the Western store. That is so expensive. You ain't walking out of there with one outfit spending $300. You know what I mean? Or more, to be honest, or more. And I think maybe if we could have communicated on that then, and maybe it would have been a different conversation. I don't know. Yeah, he does need life skills support. So I guess I'm just singing it. I'm singing it in all. I think my brain's just going bananas right now. It's like 99.9 per hour, whatever. Because I'm thinking of it in all different ways of like, okay, maybe I overreacted. I shouldn't have reacted like that. That's never going to help the situation. Do it differently. But in the way, I do think that he could be making smarter decisions, better choices, and just being more, mature. Um, and I need to have more self-control of my mouth and always stay calm instead of going bananas and you know what I mean, because I get manic. I go manic is what we call it, manic. because that's not going to make anything any better. Like the things that he's doing isn't going to make anything better, but the way that I'm reacting isn't going to make anything or help anything, you know? So, I don't know. Do y'all think I should try to have like an adult conversation with him? Like maybe just, I don't want to. Like, I get too aggravated so fast. It's so hard. Like, I have pride. Do y'all ever have pride to where like you want to be the big person and like conversate, but then you're like, you want to have that attitude too at the same time? Like, I'm right, you're wrong. I have pride big time, and that's not gonna help anything either. I don't know, maybe I should like tell him we need to have an adult talk like in the room, but like talk, not get upset or get defensive and get, or be controlling or like anything like that, between like either of us. That's what I said, Erica. That's exactly what my point was of telling him, and he just seen it as like he needed shit, and where he was spending it was fine. I don't know. Yeah, I get overwhelmed with this situation. So I don't know. Because I think it's important to be able to communicate about shit like that. Because if not, we're not gonna grow, and it's not gonna get nowhere. And then we're not gonna be lovey and all that shit because it's so tense. You know what I mean? And he is fixing to leave for probably a year. He thinks he's gonna end up having to do a year because there's like no programs that'll do 6 months. They're all year programs, and he has to finish it. He can't just leave them. But I want us to be on good terms, and I want us to be working towards better, And like I said, we haven't really got to love or nothing. It's just been go, 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 and handle this and do this, and then him had to stay gone, and then we had disagreements while we were gone. So then when he came back around, I was still upset and didn't want nothing to do with him. So I came upstairs and did my own thing, cleaned my house, ignored him, acted like wasn't here. There's been no time to love, cuddle, laugh, nothing. I wish he could have came straight home after jail, instead of always just right away. We had to run around and do this and do that, and I feel like I'm bitching or I'm mothering, and you don't want to mother your partner. I think I'm just gonna be in the bathtub for like an hour, and I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry and then wash my face, put pajamas on, and then I don't know, tell him we need to talk. Yeah, we need a heart-to-heart talk. Do you think he got into something while at the hotel? No, they drug tested him already. No, he's on an ankle monitor. They're on him. Like, they're strict on him. He makes one false thing. Oh, they're going to take him to jail. He won't slide. He won't be able to slide with it. They're on his ass. Yeah, I know he does probably feel stressed out too, because yeah, he had to get out, go sit in a hotel room. You know what I mean? Couldn't come home and has to go straight to the PO's office, and then the next following Monday straight to the PO's office for hours again. And having to call all these rehabs and put in all these applications, and then we got to go do this, and then we got to go do that, and then he's sick, and on top of that, he's sick. He don't feel good. He's sick. He's really congested. So the way I feel, I know he's feeling some type of way too. It's hard. It's hard on both of us. That's why I was like, like it's some things I'm in the wrong, but some things I'm in the right. And some things he's in the wrong and some things he's in the right. We just seen it different ways. So I don't know. I don't want it to be like this. And I don't want to cry. And I don't want to I think that's him. Yeah. No, I'm saying I'm sure it's stressing. Like, you don't think like you being locked up forever and then not getting out and not being able to go straight to your kid and your home. You have to go straight to a hotel. You're on an ankle monitor, so you're just there. I mean, it's better than jail, but still, I mean, if it was me and I could think of like when I first got out, I had to go straight to that and I couldn't be around nobody and I was waiting, like I would be, and I didn't have anything and it would suck, you had to be like, man. And then right when you do get to be around your family, you're sick. You got probably, I think he has the flu. I'm pretty sure. You're sick as hell. Like, I can imagine how sick I was, and I'm feeling like that on top of it, and then having to go in and do the whole probation shit 50 million times, and like, and having to hurry up and find rehab because you have to leave your family in a couple days, any day now, and you haven't really even got to be home because the situations are how they are because you can't go home, like, yet. I mean, yeah, it would be stressful. It sucks, Of course, if you want it to be a different way, it does suck. You don't have no clothes, you have nothing to wear, nothing to shower and put on. You don't, like, yeah, that would be like, fuck, man, like my life is on it. It sucks right now. You know? I can imagine. So yeah, would suck. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think both of us have our own emotions and our own different stresses that we're going through. I don't know how he feels, but he probably don't know how I feel 100% either. You know? And Bradley's Bradley. Like, Bradley is Bradley. Bradley isn't he doesn't always make the best decisions because he is a little bit immature. That's one thing we're gonna try to work out. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I do need to show him that I understand, but I know he chose that lifestyle. I'm not saying that it's not his fault. It is most definitely his fault. It's his fault why he ain't got no clothes or shoes, no nothing, because he be doing the most. And when you live the street life, that's how it is. They never have shit. They lose phones all the time. They can't keep up with the damn phone. They can't keep up with clothes. They can't keep up because it gets robbed or they get lost or they end up getting left here. Or you don't want to take it all with you and you have nowhere to put it. Like that's street life, and that's the decision he made, and that's why he doesn't have nothing. He was in jail because of his own self. He has to be at a hotel and can't be home around my daughters because of the choices he make. It is all his. I'm not saying that it's not his fault. It is. But I know it still probably sucks, especially in your mind when you're wanting to do better and you're wanting to live better and you're wanting to work that way, but you have to still deal with all those things, all the weight of those things from your mistakes. Like I've done it too. The reason why I can understand is because I've been there. I've been there. I just can't wait till he does kind of see things the way I see it. And I know I'm just on a different level than him in life right now. You know, I'm more matured. I've grew, you know, and he kind of stayed stuck. So we're on two different paths, but we're on the same path, but I'm just further than him. I'm not better than him though. So I know he can get to where I am. It's just gonna take time and overnight. So I just wanted to I rewatched how I had to in a way I had to rewatch how I reacted earlier. And I was like, okay, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to react like that because all that does too is stress myself out. You know what I mean? There's other ways to handle things. Don't go in trauma response. Like, don't do that. There's other ways to go about it. So that way you're not over stressing yourself. You're not stressing anybody else. You're not escalating the situation or turning it into something it isn't. You know what I mean? And so that's why I was like, you know what? I'm going to go take a hot bath. I'm going to think, come live with you guys. Because every time I go live with y'all, my brain starts thinking of things. And it helps me for some reason. Helps me think of things in a different way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna tell him let's have a talk in the bedroom together, just about adult shit, you know. Exactly, Rose. See, I need to reevaluate yourself of things that come out your mouth, what to say and what not to say. Yes. Every action does not need a reaction. That has helped me so much. So in the moments I want to react. Dawn, see, that's what I'm wanting to focus on, you know? Like, I don't need to react in the way that I do. Because I can get, I'll say ugly shit. Or I'll just be done. I'll just be like, okay, I'm done with this relationship. Like, I'll give up. You know, I'll be like, fuck this. Like, just go on, do your shit. Like, I'm not dealing with it. Even if I know the truth or not. Like, once it's set in my mind, like, that's it. Or if I get upset, I'll be like, fuck you. You know, I don't want to be with you anyway. And I can't be like that because it's not true. You know what I mean? Because later on, then I'll cry about it. I always or I'll accuse of something if I think something or don't trust something, then I'll just jump to a conclusion. And I can't be that way. It's not going to help the situation. Yeah, I think it's funny how y'all say when he's not around, I'm happier and I'm this and I'm that. Girl, he ain't been around, and what have I been doing the past few months? Off and on. Depressed, not cleaning my house, drinking, crying, complaining, and then trying to get up and do it again, and then doing it again. Being depressed, overwhelmed, too stressed, don't know how I'm going to do it. Making wrong decisions, drinking, being hungover, and then for a week straight, getting dressed, cleaning, being motivated, pushing myself, and then the next week being ratchet, can't even shower, down. I'm bipolar as hell. Okay, we all know that. So I can't say we can say, oh, before him you're this way because it's a lie. before he comes around, I'm still a roller coaster of emotions. It's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down because of life and the way that I handle things, the way that I react to anything in my life, the way that I reacted to my miscarriage was what? Horrible. Drinking, crying, being depressed, didn't want to clean, didn't want to cook, didn't want nothing. It's the way I react to things, and that's what I don't want to do because it doesn't help anything. It doesn't make it any better. That's why I try to talk through it and remind myself so I can be better, so I can fix that, change it, be better. I don't need to react the way that I react and respond the way I respond. And you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been going through it. Yeah, I think we were gonna talk. We've been saying we both need therapy. We've been needing that for a really long time. You're the same with him and with him there and when he isn't there. Exactly. That's why I'm like, y'all can't be saying that shit. Cause y'all, if y'all really watch me, y'all know me with him here or not here. I be going through it. I be up and down, up and down, up and down. I still be crying about something or complaining about something or unhappy or depressed. And then the next I'm on it and I feel great and I'm pushing, and then I'll have another bump in the road and then I'm like, oh, my life's gonna end. It's just it's something that I'm working on within myself. It's something that I acknowledge and I want to change. Yeah, I do take accountability. I'm gonna get off here though. I'm freezing. We've been here almost an hour. I'll see y'all later, okay? Bye.